Hey guys, I wanted to go over the assignment you guys have for ecological relationships, and you're gonna be looking at making a game based on those five relationships we talked about earlier: the competition, predation, mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the assignment with you guys. Then I'm gonna show you an example of what you're gonna be doing. Okay, so what your task is to basically create a matching game that the user is gonna match two organisms and a relationship to show the full thing. So if I was going to do like a bee, a flower, and that would be mutualism. Okay, so you must have 12 relationships. Also, each organism needs to have a storyline so you can match them up. And I'm going to show you an example of what that means. Okay, and you also must have a picture of each organism. Again, I'm going to show you the examples. They're not. And once you get moving on this, it's pretty simple, and you have until Friday to finish it, so you should be fine. But the game should be like your original thoughts, and obviously you can find some information online, but they should be your original thoughts. Also, if you want to do hand-drawn, you can, okay? You can do hand-drawn. If you do a hand-drawn one, you need to take pictures of it and upload those pictures to the Dropbox for the assignment, okay? If you do digital, just use a Google format thing, like Google Docs and Google Sheets are the best to do, or Google Slides are best. You could also do a Word. If you have a PC at home, you know, do a Word, that's fine, or make a PDF, okay? But I've always find Google Docs and Google Slides are just as easy to do this on, okay? Google Slides is really simple to do this on. So if you did a Google slide for each relationship, you'd have maybe do the one that has the title and then two pictures. So you could do title, picture, and the storyline underneath. All right, so I'm going to show you an example of what I mean, and this is uploaded under the assignment. So if you go to the assignment, you'll see them under there. But this is a good example that was made in the past. This one here was actually made digitally, but the student cut them out, and we used it as a physical game, okay? So this was actually made digitally, but when we cut it out. Okay, so it's the same format you guys will be doing. All right. So the first page is like the board sheet for this guy, I guess. You can say it as the board, or maybe he called it a worksheet, but it's really like the board for where he's going to be playing his game at. All right. So in this one, like here's a sea anemone. It says, I am a sea anemone. This is the story. I am a sea anemone. I make my home in the sea. I am very beautiful, but I can sting. Most organisms avoid me. I do let one organism live amongst my tentacles. He provides me with food. And there's actually a sea anemone that's going to come up there in a second, but it's just taking its sweet time. All right. And there's one for a barnacle, so it's all there's different organisms there. I guess some of these things don't want to work on Google Docs, but you get the idea. That was the story, and it had a picture of a sea anemone here. Okay. For the cutout sheet, and this is the ones we cut out, and then you can match it on this board game. So this would be a good format you could use. You can do this and just change the pictures around if you want to. But let's see, where'd the clownfish be at? Gotta wait for the pictures to come up so I can tell where the clownfish is at. There's gonna be a picture of a clownfish. Hopefully it comes up here. But I am a clownfish. I am brightly colored and attract predators. So that would be the food source for the anemone. To solve this problem, I've formed a relationship with another sea creature that provides me with protection. So obviously it's not coming up again there, but there's a picture of a clownfish there. So you'll make something similar to this, okay? And this was like his board, and this is the page we cut out on. So there's two different pages he used. And then over here, he just made like all the different ones he was using. So you would cut out all these. So at the end, you would cut out this picture of this, the clownfish, put it right here, and then you would put mutualism right there. You're doing something you can use this format here if you like to, or use your own format. But you need to make a game that would be matching. You're creating 12 different relationships. So if you're looking at, you can choose however many you want to use of each one, but there's 4 or 5. If you're going to use the competition ones, like you could do intra-specific and inter-specific. That'll give you 6 total ones. If you did that, if you did like intra, inter, parasitism, predation, mutualism, and commensalism, and it did 2 each of those, you would have your 12, or you can separate it however you want to. But you're creating a digital sheet, and it could be something that if I had to cut it out, that's fine. Or you can make it digitally, like on a slide presentation, however you want to do it. Okay. If you have any questions, please email myself or Coach Smith, and we'll get an answer back to you. But I hope this helps, and talk to you guys tomorrow. See you.